Dr. Mahar Hussain and Ma'am Susma for giving me the platform to connect and talk to everyone. So thank you so much, sir and ma'am. And मेरे सेशन में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. I welcome everyone to my session. So before starting the session, a quick look on the agenda. ये एजेंडा एक जस्ट प्रीव्यू है जिस बारे में मैं बात करूँगी. जस्ट अ रफ आउटलाइन. वी आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू स्पीक मोर with case examples, some demos, some key messages, and a very small video in the end. So we are going to talk about understanding emotions. Emotions क्या होते हैं? Identifying triggers and early warning signs. कैसे trigger या early warning signs को हम पहचान सकते हैं? Some practical regulation strategies. The strategies which are very applied, जो कि हम अपने रोज की जिंदगी में यूज कर सकते हैं. द स्ट्रैटेजीज विच वी कैन यूज इन आवर एवरीडे लाइफ्स एंड लिविंग. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट, बिल्डिंग लॉन्ग टर्म कोपिंग स्किल्स. सो द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड टॉक्स अबाउट बेसिक ह्यूमन इमोशंस. हम लोग वर्ड इमोशंस बहुत इजली वी यूज इट, इजंट इट? हम कहते हैं ना, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स वी यूज फॉर इमोशंस? कैन यू प्लीज गिव मी सम एग्जांपल्स?
People say something bad when your emotions are hurt.
Yes, we say our emotions are hurt. Yeah, we felt hurt, right? Can somebody more give me some examples? How do we use the word emotions in our daily life? कैसे हम emotion word को use करते हैं अपने रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में? और कोई example देना चाहता है?
मुझे गुस्सा आ गया.
मुझे गुस्सा आ गया और मैंने कुछ कर दिया गुस्से में. जब गुस्सा आया तो मैं कंट्रोल में नहीं था, मैं कंट्रोल में नहीं थी. ये करते हैं हम लोग यूज इमोशन के बारे में. ओके, सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ह्यूमन इमोशंस, देयर आर 6 बेसिक ह्यूमन इमोशंस. ये जो कहानी है इमोशंस की, ये 6 बेसिक इमोशंस में स्टार्ट होती है और खत्म हो जाती है. सो व्हाट आर दीज 6 बेसिक इमोशंस? दीज आर हैप्पीनेस. हैप्पीनेस मतलब बहुत खुश होना, खुशी. सैडनेस, गम, दुख. फियर, फियर मतलब डर लगना. एंगर, गुस्सा, जो कि बहुत पॉपुलर है, हम लोग यूज भी करते हैं. सरप्राइज, अमेजमेंट. डिस्गस्ट, बहुत ज्यादा डिससैटिस्फैक्शन. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक? डू वी स्टे द वन इमोशन थ्रूआउट द डे और डू वी चेंज द इमोशन? डज द स्क्रिप्ट चेंजेस और डज इट द सेम थिंग द एंटायर डे? It changes. So it's an interplay, it's a story. Like in story there are different characters. Like in the classroom with the teacher, we sit with all the peers, all the friends. So it's a story which revolves around 6 emotions. खुशी, कुछ कभी खुशी. You know, movie आई थी कभी खुशी कभी गम. Why? So movies is a good analogy when we talk about psychology or mental health. So happiness, कभी हम खुश होते हैं. Sadness, कभी हम दुखी होते हैं. Fear, कभी डर लगता है हमें. You know, Conjuring is such a horror movie, right? One of my cousins said, no, I'm not going to watch Conjuring all alone in the movie theater. It's so fearful. Anger, बहुत ही the emotion which is mostly talked about. And we say जब गुस्सा आता है तो कुछ हो जाता है. Anything happens, something happens to me. So, and then surprise, and lastly disgust, highly dissatisfaction. So some emotions are very, they have a positive tone to it. While there are some emotions where we don't use the positive tone to it. But these emotions make us human. We are not robots. हम रोबोट नहीं हैं, हम इंसान हैं. ये 6 इमोशंस हमें इंसान बनाते हैं. हमारा पूरा अधिकार है, पूरा राइट है. हम गुस्सा भी फील कर सकते हैं, सरप्राइज भी फील कर सकते हैं, डिस्गस्ट भी फील कर सकते हैं. After all, we are human beings. We are not machines. We are not AIs, right? So where the story lies? The story lies how we are regulating these emotions. ऐसा ना हो कि हमने गुस्से में ऐसा.
Kind also comes in emotion.
ये kind is an expression. Yes, it is an expression of emotion. So कहानी यहीं पे start होती है कि when we say ना we did something out of anger. So can we put a re and act? हम react करते, we react. So moral of the story is to put a hyphen between re and act, not react. React, respond, okay? To think before we are acting. Now what are emotions? Emotions are natural responses to experiences that affect our thoughts, behavior and body. They help us react to our environment, communicate our needs to others and guide us practice in making important decisions every day. From joy and surprise to anger and sadness, every emotion carries a message. Learning to recognize them is the first step of regulation. Now this is a three-step definition. We'll break this definition. The first is emotions are natural responses. They are very natural to our experiences, to our thoughts, to our behavior. ये expression है. हम express करते हैं अपने आप को. Emotions के थ्रू हम express करते हैं. Emotion के द्वारा express करते हैं. और what emotions tell us? How we are reacting to the environment. How we are communicating our needs. Right? If somebody is crying, if somebody is like, we can ask them, what happened? Has anything happened to you? Can you share your views? The person is crying, something is not okay, something is wrong. And we have 6 different types of emotions. So every emotion carries a message, isn't it? What do you think? Emotions carries a message or not?
Yes.
Yes. When sometimes when in our counseling session, a client comes in, right? And person is not doing anything, just simply crying or just sitting in silence. So person is not saying anything, but body language, the emotion, we are getting signals from there. कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि जब हम लोग I can tell you examples like when I was in school, my friends used to say, Aparna, don't go to the principal right now. Principal is not in a good mood. Principal is not in a good mood. So what does this mean? This is not a good time to talk to principal because the anger of the principal can be directed to you. So what is that? These are all signals. Now, emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman is the father of emotional intelligence. Goleman's name is not written here, but he is the father of emotional intelligence. So, आजकल emotional intelligence को हम EQ भी बोलते हैं, emotional quotient भी बोलते हैं. Like earlier, there was a term called IQ, intelligence quotient, but now we talk about emotional intelligence, we talk about social intelligence. Why this is so important? Why government is investing so much in learning kids emotional intelligence? Why we are saying that it's very important to be emotionally aware? Why? कुछ तो reason होगा ना? कुछ तो reason होगा क्यों UNESCO, WHO, school curriculum में हम emotional intelligence को इतना importance दे रहे हैं? There might be something very valid about it. So now again going through the definition. Developing emotional intelligence means being aware of your emotions. Mark my point. It's awareness of the emotions, managing them wisely, and last but not least, understanding others to create meaningful relationships. Number 1, being aware of our emotions. अपने आप को समझना, अपने बारे में aware रहना बहुत जरूरी है. In the coming slides, we are going to talk about triggers. So, अपने आप से जुड़ाव, अपने आप से जुड़ना, कनेक्ट करना, हम क्या फील कर रहे हैं, हम कैसा फील कर रहे हैं. So, understanding ourselves is the key. Now, the second is managing them wisely. So, something is triggering, something is very overwhelmed, I am feeling very angry, I am feeling like volcano, I can erupt right now. So, this is the moment to put a hyphen, exactly, to put a pause, to put a hyphen, to put a period, to put a full stop. So, number 1 is awareness, and if we are aware, we can put that pause, that period, that hyphen in the correct time. And then, emotional intelligence is also a very important tool to establish meaningful relationship. Okay? So, we are human beings, we are social animals, right? So, we are in relationship with so many things. We are as a daughter, as a wife, as a mother, as a professional. So, कितने सारे relationship हैं, मैं तो बस example दे रही हूँ आपको. The one who is emotionally intelligent will be able to handle the stress, handle the difficulties, and will be able to manage these ups and downs. Life is not a bed of roses. Let's be very clear and candid about it. Life is not a bed of roses. It throws lemons at us. It throws so many challenges at us. But it is our take to make it a lemonade out of it. Okay? So, emotional intelligence, number 1, being aware of the emotions we are going through. Number 2, managing them wisely. And lastly, if we are successful in above 2 points, then we will be able to manage them successfully in all our relationship. हमारे relationship flourish होंगे, हमारे relationship फूलेंगे, फलेंगे, अच्छे बनेंगे. And we are a social animal and we have different kinds of relationship. Personal relationship, professional relationship, all the relationships. Now, we have to understand the science of anger and stress. I remember we studied in our bachelor's biology, the human biology, biological basis of behavior. There is biological basis for everything. Biology और science हर जगह है. क्या science है हमारे human physiology का to understand anger and stress? When we face threats, our brain triggers the fight or flight response, sending signals that prepare the body for action. जब threats होता है ना, कुछ होने वाला होता है, परेशान होते हैं ना, मान लो मैथ्स के नंबर निकलने वाले हैं ना, फाइनल एग्जाम में मैथ्स स्कोर्स आर कमिंग, सो वी आर लाइक वेरी स्कोर्स आने वाले हैं, वी गेट गुड स्कोर्स एंड नो देयर विल बी गुड पार्टी, बी बैड स्कोर्स, नॉट अ गुड थिंग, सो वी आर इन द फ्लाइट और फाइट रिस्पॉन्स. We can also intensify the situation. Something wrong is happening. We are feeling very panicked and stressed out. And the brain triggers that response, that is fight or fight response, sending signals to prepare the body for action. ब्रेन सिग्नल देता है हमारे शरीर को अभी एक्शन के लिए तैयार हो जाओ. उस समय की हार्मोन्स लाइक एड्रेनालिन एंड कॉर्टिसोल आर रिलीज्ड. व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन दीस टू हार्मोन्स आर रिलीज्ड? आवर बॉडी इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. Our body is very intelligent. It gives so many symptoms to show that something is happening, something is happening. So our muscles gets tightened up, and neck pain होता है, muscles tighten up होता है. अगर हम blood pressure लेंगे, शायद हमारा blood pressure high होगा, हमारा sugar level high होगा. इसको psychosomatic ailments बोलते हैं. Many conditions, ailments which has a psychological basis to it, these are known as psychosocial ailments. Many times, I remember 1.5 years back, I went to the doctor's clinic and I sat for a blood pressure check, and my blood pressure was so high. And then the person who was taking my blood pressure, she said that, do you have anybody blood pressure in your home? I said, yes, my mother has blood pressure. But she said that this is alarming. How can you have such a high blood pressure? Then I was like, I don't know. Did you run and come here? I said, yes. Or take a rest. आप 2 मिनट का ब्रेक लीजिए, लंबी सांसें लीजिए, फिर हम आपका ब्लड प्रेशर लेते हैं. एंड देन शी टुक माई ब्लड प्रेशर आफ्टर 5 minutes and it came down. What does this mean? So when we are in panic state, when we are running, when we are hurrying, when we are in flight and fight stage, हमारा ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ा हुआ है, हमारा शुगर भी बढ़ता है, बहुत सारी हाइपरटेंशन होता है. जैसे when I feel stress, I have the cervical spondylitis pain. So everything, our mind and body are related. So there is a connection between mind and body. We need to understand that. So over time, chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, affecting the brain, heart and immune system negatively. आप खुद ही समझे, आप खुद ही सोचे, अगर स्ट्रेस इलोंगेटेड या बहुत लंबे समय तक रहेगा तो हमारे बॉडी में क्या हो सकता है? What might our body face if our stress is undealt with and it's remaining in us since a long time? What can happen to our body? Any cases? Any examples?
Possibly autoimmune diseases.
Yes. Very true. Anything else?
Can you repeat, please?
अगर मान लीजिए हमारी बॉडी में स्ट्रेस बहुत देर तक है, बहुत परेशान है हम स्ट्रेस, तो क्या हो सकता है हमारे शरीर को? नेक पेन हो सकता है, हेडेक हो सकता है, हाइपरटेंशन तो होता है कि बहुत क्लियर है. और कुछ सहज? एनीथिंग यू वांट टू से?
I mean, I've heard of people that like autoimmune disorders
Yes.
due to stress.
Yes, immune system is compromised. Okay. So yes, absolutely. So our health gets compromised. So stress के साथ, yes, some responses are coming that drink pani, hormonal, run when you can, yes, physical exercises. Yes. Yes. So any more responses? Anything more? Brandon, would you like to jump in?
No, it's okay.
Is okay? Okay. Ma'am, would you like to say something?
Heart attack.
Heart attacks, cardiac arrest.
Later on.
Pardon?
Later on, heart attack.
Yes.
Or brain attack.
Stroke. Yes.
Stroke, yeah.
So that means understanding the body chemistry and body basics is so important. Understanding our emotions is so important. So next topic is identifying triggers and warning signs. So what are some early warning signs ki, that point something kuch hone wala hai, something is going to happen. Number one, frustration or unmet needs. We are human beings, we have some needs, some desires, some aspirations. If they are not fulfilled, we feel disappointed. And we have every right to feel that. Of course, we are humans. So when frustration is there, when our needs are not met, we feel triggered, we might feel triggered. When we are overwhelmed from workload or environment, बहुत ज़्यादा काम का pressure है, काम का tension है, work-life balance नहीं हो रहा है, that can be also a factor. Feeling unheard and disrespected, मुझे तो कोई respect नहीं करता, मुझे कोई सम्मान नहीं देता, मेरी बात की कोई value नहीं है, that can be a triggering point. Perceived threats or injustice. For example, कुछ भी सही नहीं है, everything is wrong, ये justifiable नहीं है. So that kind of tendency, it can also ignite stress in you. And then interpersonal conflicts. क्लेश है, कलह है, लड़ाई झगड़ा है. वो definitely is not peaceful, no? It's something which might trigger you, which might provoke you. Okay. As I told you, our body is very smart. Our body is like, they will be giving you signs, symptoms. Even I was seeing some podcast last week. Even in cancer, body gives you signals. So it's very important to catch the clues of our body. So sticking to this topic, signs you are getting angry and stressed, heart rate and tension. Your heartbeat beats faster, muscle tightens, and your body feels on edge. Mood and irritability, you may feel easily annoyed, बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा आ जाता है, something is wrong happening. Experience sudden mood swings. You know what's mood swings? What is mood swings, Tico?
Like when we have different moods, like
Yes.
every minute or like in a while.
Yes, we vacillate between moods. Yes, sudden abrupt mood changes. These are mood swings, and we feel overwhelmed by emotions. And third, focus and reactions. Difficulty concentrating, impulsive reactions or withdrawing from others. These are some of the signs which our body is showing that we are angry and stressed. Our heartbeat, muscle tension, mood, irritability, withdrawing from others, difficulty concentrating. It happens, no? If we are stressed out, हम concentrate नहीं कर सकते. We can't attend, we can't concentrate. Like for me personally, if I'm having some issues, I think this issue must resolve first, then I can step ahead. So it's very personal, it happens to me. It might happen to other people, it might not happen to other people. So our body gives some signs and symptoms. Now comes, what is emotion regulation? Now this session is all about emotion regulation. What is it? Emotional regulation क्या होता है? A healthy approach to managing emotions. Emotion regulation is the ability to monitor, evaluate and modify emotional reactions in a healthy and constructive way. Emotional regulation एक तरीका है जिससे कि हम अपने इमोशंस को इवैल्यूएट कर पाए, मॉडिफाई कर पाए, चेंज कर पाए, फ्लेक्सिबल हो पाए, ठीक है, इन अ हेल्दी एंड कंस्ट्रक्टिव वे. पॉइंट नंबर 1. पॉइंट नंबर 2, इट्स नॉट अबाउट सप्रेसिंग इमोशंस, इंस्टेड मैनेजिंग देयर इंटेंसिटी एंड हाउ दे आर एक्सप्रेस्ड. अगर हम इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट होने की बात कर रहे हैं, इमोशनल रेगुलेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, इट्स नॉट एट ऑल अबाउट सप्रेसिंग इमोशंस, बट we have to manifest it, we have to express it, but in a healthy way, in a constructive way, because we have to vent out. हमें vent करना है अपने emotions को ना, लेकिन कैसे vent करना है? Through shouting, through yelling, through breaking the things. Mr. Mandeep Singh is present.
Your name is thanks for joining.
Sorry for.
Your name is here, Mr. Mandeep Singh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, carry on. Thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. So, emotion regulation is all about regulating. Regulation word का मतलब ये है, balancing out. Regulation, सीमा में, boundaries, right? So, emotions को suppress नहीं करना है, दबाना नहीं है, express करना है. कैसे express करेंगे? अभी हम लोग आगे बात करते हैं. By developing these skills, we can respond to challenging situations thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Again, there's a point. What happens when we are angry? Because this mostly happens with anger emotion. We are angry, we did something, and later people say बहुत guilt हुआ, बहुत repent हुआ, why did I do this? क्यों किया? रुक जाते, थम जाते.
हाँ, रुचिमा आपका नाम याद आ गया. Thank you, thanks for joining.
So ये repentance या एक guilt ना हो. The only thing is that the guilt which we are feeling in the later, because that's very painful. बहुत बार उस load को हम लेके चलते. Many times we take that load with us, feeling guilty. Why did I react? Why didn't pause? Why did I took that step? So emotional regulation helps us to respond. Emotional regulation helps us to put hyphen between we and act. It tells us रुक जाओ. It tells us थम जाओ. It tells us सांस ले लो. Okay? So regulating our emotions, modifying our emotions, not suppressing them, and to respond rather than to react. So personally, I love the quotations. Whenever I see Instagram and also I love the quotations which comes there, which pops out. So I have written some quotations here. Self-regulation is my key to a balanced life. If I am self-regulated, it can lead to a balanced life. I can show here as well. Because the whiteboard is a little difficult, so I wrote some quotations, if I can show you. And another thing which I wrote is that I am the architect of my emotional well-being. So, हम अपने emotional well-being के architect हैं. I can show here as well. So, when we are driving a car, when I was learning driving here in Canada, I told my driving instructor, oh, I am very worried, I don't know how will I drive, how will I do. My driving instructor told me a simple example. Aparna, the steering of the car is with you. You have to steer the car. You have to take left turn, right turn, straight. You have to do that. So why are you worried? The steering is with you. If anything wrong, just steer it another way. Oh my God, my instructor told me a very big thing. My life's steering is with me. So I can steer it accordingly. So steering is not controlling me. The car is not controlling me. I am controlling the car. I am more than my thoughts. I am more than my emotions. I love Mr. Beck. I love CBT. I personally love the principles of cognitive behavior therapy, where it is said very openly, I am the owner of my thoughts. I am the owner of my emotions. I can handle things. So if I am the owner of the things, then I can regulate it. I can balance it out. It cannot regulate me. I can regulate it. Then why do we need regulation skills? Enough I have told you, but still there are a few points. Mental health and resilience. Emotional regulation builds resilience, reduces anxiety and depression, and supports overall mental well-being. We need regulation skills for good mental health and resilience. You know what is resilience?
Yeah, like being tough, having a thick skin.
Having a thick skin, okay. Khalila, what is resilience? Munisa?
You can take a lot, or you can just take a lot.
Yes. Anyone more? Anybody wants to speak about resilience?
Like when you keep going, even if there's challenges, like you
Yes.
show up and you you don't give up, or you keep pursuing what you're doing.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I can sum it up as everyone has rightly said, it's bouncing back. Life is all about ups and downs, left turn, right turn. So many turns, twists and turns. So resilience is bouncing back. We all will have difficult days. We all will have difficult moments, situations. But again standing up. Again coming back. So all of us know a very famous celebrity, Deepika Padukone. So Deepika Padukone is having a wonderful organization in Bangalore, Live, Love, Laugh, and where she talks about dealing with depression and resilience. So resilience word is very common in mental health. It's bouncing back, coming back against all adversaries. Okay. And we need regulation skills for good mental health and resilience. Clear communication. Like if we are regulated, our communication would be clear, straight. We can resolve conflicts very calmly, and we can build stronger relationships. So just give me an example. So are we a good problem solvers when we are in panic mode, or we are very calm, relaxed? We take good decisions at what time? Anyone from there? हम अच्छे डिसीजंस कब ले पाते हैं? जब हम बहुत पैनिक में रहते हैं या हम थोड़े सुलझे हुए रहते हैं और काम रहते हैं? किस समय हम अच्छे डिसीजन, गुड डिसीजंस ले पाते हैं? Yes, science says this. If we study the facts of science, science says we can be good decision makers. We can think clearly, thoughtfully when we are calm. Both the things can't go together, right? So regulation skills will make you mellow. It will make you calmer. It can help you in building good and stronger relationships. And then problem solving and decision making. See, everything is it's a cycle. Everything is related. It's not an individual story. अलग-अलग कहानी नहीं है वेब सीरीज की तरह. ये एक ही कहानी है. क्या है? Regulated emotions allow clear thinking, better decisions, and reduce physical health risk from chronic stress. Okay, is it clear till now? Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have come to some practical regulation strategies. Now what are the strategies? Right now I told you about emotion regulation, I told you about emotional intelligence, what are emotions. Now it's turn, I'm going to talk about practical regulation techniques. What are these techniques? Number one, cognitive strategies. Now it has a clinical aspect to it. Changing how we think about situations, reframing negative thoughts into realistic, positive perspectives to reduce emotional intensity. Now I'm quoting a research here, it's a research from Stanford University. Every day, we have around 70,000 thoughts every day. So what do you think? Every thought comes to help us and help us grow? What do you think? What do you think, Simranju?
I think 60% thoughts and negatively helping.
Yes. Yes.
But it depends on the situation. Like if we are in class or like listening something good, then we can have a good thought and a positive. If we are like suffering from a negative situation and if we are like looking at any fight or something, then we think negative. So it depends on what the situation. Like what situation is going on according to me.
Okay. According to situation, yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you were saying something? आप कुछ
Depend upon the person to person.
It depends from person to person. अमूमन ये स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का रिसर्च बोलता है हर दिन हमें लगभग 60 से 70,000 thoughts आते हैं. We have around 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day, but not all thoughts comes to help us. No, there can be many thoughts which are misleading. There can be many thoughts which are dysfunctional. There can be many thoughts जो just आ गए. तो आ गए तो उनको जाने भी दीजिए. ना आया राम गया राम बोलते हैं. So again, a very important therapeutic tool is let it go, let it go, let it go. So any thought which has come to help you, like I am doing a presentation in front of you, and I had that Aparna, in case if you don't present there, if in case something happens, then I said in my mind, it's okay, it's fine. I'll see what as per my experience goes. Nothing as such will happen. If it happens, let it see, let it what will happen. So thoughts will come, thoughts will go. Thoughts don't define us. Some thoughts are really helpful, like today's preparation is there, presentation is there, I'm prepared, I know where I have to speak, I know where I have to stop, I know where I have to show this, so I'm prepared, right? But there might be some thoughts which can be disturbing to me and everyone. It's very natural, not all thoughts come to help us. So if those thoughts are coming, what we have to do, what we can do, take a deep breath and then let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it flow.
Change the situation.
Change the situation. पर्सपेक्टिव बदल लेते हैं, कुछ और करते हैं. और जो थॉट्स हमारे काम के लिए उनको पकड़ लेते हैं, उनको बिठा लेते हैं. और जो नेगेटिव है उनको हम जाने देते हैं. So if we engage with those disturbing thoughts, it can trouble us more. So best thing is that let them come, let them go. So cognitive strategies, again a very strong aspect of cognitive behavior therapy, that shows change the perspective, reframe the situation, reframe the thoughts. For example, if I'm driving and I get ticket, oh, this is $100 loss. One perspective is this, I lost my money. What can be the another perspective? Yes, what can be the another perspective?
Angry and annoyed.
Pardon?
You're angry and annoyed.
You are angry and annoyed. Okay, I lost $100 and I got a ticket. Okay, I'm angry, annoyed. And what can be the another perspective to it?
We can start thinking about that. How can I fight this ticket, or how?
Okay, how can I fight this ticket? Okay.
Or maybe God saved you from a bigger problem.
Exactly.
Stopped you.
Yes.
Right? Maybe if you were driving, if somebody was going to hit you and you were going to die.
Yes.
Who knows, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
God saved you for a bigger
A
purpose.
bigger purpose.
Yes. A different perspective.
Yeah. But we wouldn't know that because we don't know that alternate perspective. We just know this one.
Yes. We see through that prism only, in that place only. We don't think wider.
Yeah.
Ma'am, would you like to say something in this?
One is this one, and from the next time I have to be very careful.
Yes.
It's a lesson. Let it go now.
It's a very big lesson. Next time I will be extra careful. Policemen can be there, that can be there. And otherwise, as a human being also, you feel nice when you follow all the rules, regulations, everything is for us. It's not for another person. So, and charity begins from home. So, following rules begins from home. There are different perspectives. Can you see? One point can have different perspectives. So, cognitive strategies helps us to change that negative situation or negative thoughts to a more realistic thought. Realistic, logical. When realistic and logical comes, their brain comes more real, more logical. So, something which can make us think about it. Another thing is behavioral techniques. Taking purposeful actions and building healthy habits like exercise, journaling, and taking breaks to manage anger and stress. So behavioral word can be we can understand it from the word behavior, something which we can implement to deal with our anger and stress. It can be exercising, journaling. Journaling मतलब अपने emotions को लिखना, express करना, and taking breaks. Or it can be X, Y, Z, anything. It can be anything. It depends from person to person. So cognition in terms of cognition, mind. Behavior in terms of vyavahar, something which we can do, implement it, and then mindfulness and relaxation. Focusing on the present moment through deep breathing, meditation, and muscle relaxation to restore calm and balance. These are some of the few techniques: cognitive restructuring or strategies, behavioral techniques, and being mindful and relaxed. We are mostly, everyone, even me, sometimes we ponder like past. If this could have been done, if this could have been done, my kids are so grown up, my God, they were so tiny tots at that time. So this is all something which is past. Future, what will happen, what course I'll get, what will happen 10 years down the line, I don't know, nobody knows, nobody sees the future, nobody has that ability. So, but this present is going fast, it's very fast going. And see the time, this time will never come back, this date is not going to come back. So, we should live it. We should live this time. I'm remembering when our kids were like tiny tots, so this is the time. We are in grade 3 and 4 and they are changing, they are evolving, they are growing. So living the present. Follow that time. This is soon going. For everyone, from each and every person, time and tide waits for none. Very, very hard reality, I know this. Now, again I would like to speak something more because it's clinical here. So, cognitive strategies for regulation. Reframing means changing how you interpret a situation, shifting from negative or distorted thoughts to more positive or realistic ones, quote unquote, back 2020. Now, example is, I can't handle this. Try thinking, I can try my best and ask for help if needed. For example, a very difficult time, very difficult situation, I can't handle this. It's a very natural, isn't it a natural response or a response? Very natural response. I can't handle it. I'm feeling highly overwhelmed. I can't do it. So what can be done? What can be done?
You should take that time and think about it. Maybe after some time get suggestions from others.
Yes, number one, we can get suggestions from others. What can be the other thing, other perspective? Neha, what can be the other perspective? Okay, this could have happened differently. At that moment, I can take some help. Okay, I can take some support services, and what more?
Take a break.
Take a break. Anything more? Amritpal, anything more? Okay, we can take a break, we can ask from support services, I can take help from psychologists, psychotherapists, social worker, I can take help from my friends, I can talk to my mother. My mother is a very powerful tool for me. I can talk to my siblings, I can share with my husband, I can do many things.
Read the books.
I can read the book, I can journal, I can play with my pet, I can go to park, I can sense the early morning air. So, yes?
See the picture.
See the movie, see a nice good movie.
Yeah.
Okay? So these are there to help us to think differently. So one situation can be, I can't handle this, we can try. I can try my best and ask for help if needed. So help seeking is a very important skill which WHO also says. Asking help is not a sign of weakness. Asking help is a sign of strength. जब मदद की जरूरत हो मदद मांगे, मदद मांगना छोटी चीज नहीं है, ये आपकी स्ट्रेंथ को दिखाता है, ये आपको रेजिलियंट को दिखाता है, आपकी रेजिलियंस दिखाता है, ठीक है? मदद मांगना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, आपको अगर जरूरत है मदद मांगने की, आप मदद मांगे और हेल्प मांगे. Cognitive reframing reduces emotional intensity, builds resilience, and helps you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Again, the same thing, helps you respond rather than react. Now, I am going to give you some examples of the thoughts. Now, these are known as cognitive distortions per Beck. Mr. Beck says that these are all cognitive distortions. What kind of thinking is that? All or none thinking, catastrophic thinking, or overgeneralizing or personalizing. For some of the examples can be, if I am not perfect, I am a total failure. Is it right?
No.
Is it right?
No.
Absolutely not. We are not absolutes. हम 100% कोई नहीं हो सकता, कोई भी नहीं. So, if something I have done less than a perfection, it's absolutely okay. I am not a total failure, but I can improve. I can try. I can learn and grow. If I learn, I will not repeat it again. सक्सेस अगर हमने फेलियर ही नहीं टेस्ट किया तो सक्सेस का भी क्या मजा है. सक्सेस वही टेस्ट कर सकता है जिसने फेल किया. आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? You want to say something? Okay. One mistake means everything will fall apart. Is it right?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just one mistake. You can fix that.
And we learn from mistakes.
We learn from mistakes. It's a mistake, we can fix that, we can learn from that, we can grow from that. And the only thing is that if we are learning from that, so probability is that we will not repeat it again. Sometimes we say ourselves very casually, I always mess up, I am good for nothing, I am a worthless. Do we say this or not? You don't say
So
it?
bad. Yeah, sometimes I do say it, but I correct myself.
Or you don't mean it?
Yeah, like I say it and I stop myself. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
These are power of words. Yes. You correct it? Very nice. So these are power of words. If we say I'm a mess, I'm a total failure, I'm a worthless, so the things which we are saying, universe is hearing that.
Of course.
And it will again going to come back to you. So we are learning, we are growing, we are improving. I am learning from this. So I am a work in progress. हम सीख रहे हैं, उबर रहे हैं. कोई भी परफेक्ट नहीं होता. सब सीखते हैं, बढ़ते हैं, आगे चलते हैं. फिर बाउंस बैक करते हैं. Now these are known as cognitive distortions or thought distortions. Now we are going to talk about some long-term coping skills. So 3 very fundamental and basic skills: take a break, get active, and express yourself. This seems so simple, but thing is that simple things we don't do easily. Stepping away from a stressful situation gives your mind, body time to cool down. Do you agree or not? If you step out from a stressful situation, it helps your mind and body to think or not? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. If it is a difficult situation, I am coming in a boiling point, or it seems that I'm not in control of myself. So to step down, to go back, थम जाना, pause, रुक जाना, period, full stop. ठीक है, थोड़ा हम बाहर घूम के आ सकते हैं, सांस ले सकते हैं, मूवी देख सकते हैं, गाने सुन सकते हैं, लेकिन उस समय हम रुक जाते हैं. As I told you, the guilt, it is 1,000 times better than the guilt which we have in the later run. It's good to stop. कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि we fight with our friends, we fight with our spouse, and many times later on we forget also what was the reason, why were we fighting? But at that moment we are in that zone, my point, the ego comes in, my point is correct, my perspective is right. Okay, so physical activity releases tension and boosts mood lifting endorphins. Even a short walk or stretch can significantly reduce anger and stress levels. Again, something which is very much backed by researchers. If we do any kind of physical activity, it helps us to deal with mental health concerns. It keeps depression, anxiety and mental health concerns at bay. So we should, every one of us should sweat it out to do some kind of physical activity. Writing in a journal or talking with a trusted friend helps process difficult emotions. Putting feelings into words reduces their intensity and builds self-awareness. Journaling का simple मतलब है अपने emotions को लिखना, कागज में लिखे, डायरी में लिखे, express करें, इसको journaling बोलते हैं. This is a very powerful technique, really works with many people, but some people don't resonate that much with journaling. It depends from person to person. Something which works for me, we can do that. Something which is not working, we can try another options. Okay, what are the other techniques? Deep breathing. Practice deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds, repeat 5 times to calm your nervous system. Deep breathing is very relaxing. He is doing deep breathing, so nice. Well done. So, as he rightly did it, deep breathing is a very powerful technique and it can help us to dealing with stress and anger. Body and mind relaxation. Progressive muscle relaxation and guided imagery helps release physical tension. In this type of exercise, what happens? आपके जो muscles हैं उनको stress किया जाता है और फिर उनको छोड़ा जाता है to restore balance. And then mindful meditation. The mindful word is very important. What does mindful means? Mindful means being aware. Many times it happens with me also. Many times I am doing something, I am thinking something else. I am not being attentive, I am not being mindful. So it's always said about mindful eating. क्या खा रहे हैं हम, mindful होके अच्छे से खाएं, क्या सुन रहे हैं, mindful रहें. So being in the present, being aware, that is mindful. So mindful meditation brings you to the present moments, जो अभी चल रहा है, जो अभी घटित हो रहा है. Focus on your breath, observe thoughts without judgment, and build a daily practice. Now I am giving you options. I am giving you suggestions. So some techniques might work with you, some might not. So anything which works with you, you can adopt it. What are some of the? See, there are many strategies. I am not going in depth because time will be short then. Exercising. As I told you, exercise is very important to keep us both mentally as well as physically healthy, active, smart. Sound sleep. Again, something which is understated. Sleep has a very important role in everybody's life. Even again, I love seeing podcasts. I see in a podcast that a doctor came and said that it is sleep deprivations is related to our memory loss, Alzheimer, dementia. It is related to the cancer, and it is definitely related to the heart concerns. So all of us should try to have at least minimum 6 to 7 hours of sleep. जो कि मुझे पता है मुश्किल है. But we should do anything because sleep is very important. So if we don't sleep, we can't think clear, we can't drive well, we can't make good decisions. Again, long-term implications might be something which is chronic. So sleep is very important. Nutrition, balanced diet. We are what we eat. So everything should be mindful eating, balanced diet consisting of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, everything. What can be the other strategies? Again, practicing your hobbies, things which you love to do. Gratitude journaling. What is the word gratitude?
Grateful.
Grateful.
Yeah.
Being saying thank you, feeling thank you.
Yeah.
So do we practice gratitude? हम करते हैं practice gratitude? How do you practice gratitude?
Okay.
Huh?
Just pray and talk.
You pray?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. You are grateful to the Almighty, right?
All the time.
All the time. That is even better. Yes. Anything more? Anyone wants to say anything about gratitude?
Thank God.
Thank God, thank universe, thank Almighty that God has blessed us with the shelter, with food, with a family. So again, gratitude helps us to deal with difficult and challenging situations. Whenever we feel that, oh my God, why this happened to me? Why I am that person? So if you practice gratitude, so you feel better. There can be so many people who are unfortunate, who are not getting what we are getting. So practicing gratitude and sense of humor, ability to laugh, हंसना, हंसाना, खुश रहना. When we laugh, our mind and body is very happy, and that is why we have so many laughing clubs as well. So when we laugh, happy moments. Yes.
Where is it?
I can send you all the details. Because science says when we are laughing, actually, even if you are laughing without any reason also, then also our mind and body is getting that message that something good is happening and feel good hormones release. That is why we hear about laughing clubs. So be in that company where you can laugh and you can share some of your happiness, joy, laughing moments. And it's okay to take ourselves lightly. It's okay if somebody laughs at us. It's okay to do some mistakes. After all, we are humans. We will also learn about staying away from alcohol and drugs in terms of using emotion regulation skills. Deep breathing and mindfulness instead of reaching for a drink. So instead of reaching for a drink, we can do some deep breathing exercise and use some mindfulness. Cognitive reframing to challenge the beliefs that substance solves problems. So, no. Substance is solving problem maybe for a moment, for that situation. Is it a long-term thing? No. Physical activity to release tension and boost mood naturally. And journaling or talking to a trusted person to process emotions. Building a daily routine that includes relaxation and self-care. Now the key insight is, every regulation skill you practice strengthens your ability to face difficult emotions without substance. The more you practice, the less you need unhealthy escapes. So practice, practice and practice. The more we practice, the more we are better at it. It's a fundamental rule. The thing which we are going to practice, the thing which we are going to repeat again.
That's making that perfect.
Yes. Way back during my studies days, I used a software to do some data analysis. I do some heavy skills like ANOVA and regression, but I'm out of practice since a couple of years, and I was just thinking I forgot how to use that software. Again, if I use that SPSS software again, that thinking will come up. So practice, keep it in use. So all the techniques which I told you, the technique which resonated with you strongly, pick it and start practicing. Okay. So deep breathing और mindfulness बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर हम deep breathing करते हैं और present रहते हैं, तो हम ड्रिंक से दूर रह सकते हैं. Cognitive reframing जो मैंने अभी आपको बोला, सिचुएशन हमेशा नेगेटिव नहीं होता है, लेकिन उसका कोई दूसरा बड़ा मैसेज भी होता है. अगर हम कॉग्निटिव रिफ्रेम करेंगे तो हम समझ पाएंगे जो ड्रिंक्स है या सब्सटेंसेस हैं वो थोड़ी देर के लिए हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व कर पाएंगे, लेकिन लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए या लंबे समय तक नहीं होगा. फिजिकल एक्टिविटी बहुत ज़रूरी है टेंशन को कम करने के लिए, और वो नेचुरली हमारे मूड को बेहतर ही करती है. जर्नलिंग मतलब अपने भावनाओं को लिखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. जिन व्यक्तियों पे आप ट्रस्ट करते हैं, आपके माताजी, पिताजी, दोस्त, भाई बहन, उनसे आप, और जिन पे आपका भरोसा है, उनसे आप बात करें, उससे मदद मिलती है. और अपने डेली रूटीन में रिलैक्सेशन, जो भी रिलैक्सेशन का तरीका सबका अलग अलग है, जिससे आपको खुशी मिलती है, और उसको यूज करें, उसको सेल्फ केयर मेथड भी बोलते हैं। लास्ट में मैंने ये बोला है कि प्रैक्टिस का बड़ा महत्व है हमारे जीवन में। अगर हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे बार बार तो उस चीज को हम ग्रैस्प कर पाएंगे और भी हम रिपीट कर पाएंगे। Now we have certain case scenarios. So I will say that case and I request if any one of you can answer, you can answer. These are simple cases. Imagine a friend says something very hurtful to you, anger rises fast, but how you respond makes all the difference. Which regulation techniques you might use here? Simple techniques like simple situation है friend का. Imagine a friend says something very hurtful and very nasty. आपके दोस्त ने आपको ऐसा कुछ बोला, आपको बहुत दुख हुआ है, आप अच्छा नहीं लगा, आपको बहुत तेज गुस्सा भी आ गया है, लेकिन आप कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे, वहीं से तो कहानी में शुरू होती है, राइट? तो कौन सी रेगुलेशन टेक्निक्स आप यूज कर सकते हैं यहाँ? जो भी वॉट एवर रेगुलेशन टेक्निक्स आई टोल्ड यू टिल नाउ, जस्ट recap.
Remove yourself from the situation.
Number one, yes, you can remove yourself from the situation. What can be number two?
Think about ugly.
Calmness, शांत रहे,
शांत रहे, ओके, बिल्कुल।
और change the situation, keep yourself away from that situation.
ओके, आप उस परिस्थिति से या सिचुएशन से हट जाए, अलग हो जाए। As you said, you also said the similar thing, right? Changing situation. And going from that moment.
Yeah. Just go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. Anything else?
Think about relationship.
Pardon?
Think about our friendship.
Think about our friendship. कोई बात नहीं, एक तो लड़ाई हुई है, लेकिन पहले की दोस्ती कितनी पुरानी है, एक चांस तो होना चाहिए, मौका होना चाहिए, ओके। Anything else?
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Yes, life is easy and breezy. Okay, take it easy. Okay. Anything more? No?
Yeah, I will just say that I'm really hurt. Right? I'll express my feelings and just share it with the person.
So ma'am is going to share her sentiments and feelings with the person, and she used I statement here. I am hurt.
Guide him if she or he is wrong.
Okay, guide if your friend is.
Yeah.
One key thing to understand regulation is practicing. So practice when you are calm. Imagine if I have an examination tomorrow and today I am opening all the things and studying and marking. So can I score higher? Is there a probability of scoring high in this moment when I am studying just a few hours before the exam? The probability is low, right? Same with the regulation skills. If we are practicing it when we are even calm, जब हम शांत हैं, तब भी अगर हम रेगुलेशन स्किल्स को प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, तो जब सिचुएशन हेवी होगी उस समय भी ये प्रैक्टिस हम कर पाएंगे, राइट? सो दिस इज कॉल्ड मसल मेमोरी, समथिंग विच हैज गॉन टू अ मसल मेमोरी, कि कुछ भी हो जाए काम रहना है, कुछ भी हो जाए शांत रहना है, कुछ भी हो जाए रिएक्ट नहीं करना है, रिएक्ट करना है, रिस्पॉन्ड करना है. सो सडनली nothing will happen. It happens over the time we practice. The more we practice, the more regulated we are, the more balanced we are, the more under control we are. Seek support from friends, mentors or professionals. Talking through challenges helps you gain perspective and stay motivated. Be patient with yourself. Developing new emotional habits takes time. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. So be patient with yourself. जरूरी नहीं है कि हमने एक बार या 2 बार में छलांग लगा दी, तो हमें समय लगेगा. हम लर्न कर रहे हैं, हम सीख रहे हैं, हम प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं. सो समटाइम्स एज वी आर यूजिंग रेगुलेशन स्किल्स, मे बी इनिशियली वी माइट फंबल, वी माइट नॉट डू इट, वी माइट फॉरगेट इट. सम थिंग्स which we are not in practice, we forget it. Okay, so the more we practice, the more which we are rehearsing, the more better outcomes we will get. So be patient with yourself. We can make mistakes. We are not perfect. So give yourself permission to make little mistakes. Have some patience, and then with time you will grow these skills. Now words of wisdom by Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response there is a space. There is a stimulus, there is a response, and there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. So stimulus and response, no. Stimulus response, there is space. And this space is our power to choose. Our power to respond. Our power to react. Call to action. We can keep a daily journal where we can write our thoughts, feelings, and how we can improve ourselves. We can set some daily reminders to practice some deep breathing and short mindfulness moment. We can take any one regulation skill which is very closer to our heart and we can start practicing it, as it depends from person to person. Share your goals with a friend or mentor for accountability. You can share your goals with the person you trust, your partner, your friend, your parents, your sister, brother, anyone, and both of you can start the journey, and it will be a good support. Small consistent steps leads to a lasting change. You have the power to choose your response. Who has the power to choose your response? You. The power is within me. The light is within me. The ignition is within me. I have the power to choose response. I have the power to step away. I have the power to use regulation techniques. It's me. It starts with me.
So the best example is Jantar Mantar movement right now. The way they responded. They were calm.
Yes.
Though it was out of anger, they were on the road. They were on the street. However, the way they responded, it's amazing. It's a brilliant example.
Yes.
The world has witnessed.
With the new calm.
Yes.
Yeah.
People, it's so hard to do.
And they enjoy it.
Yes.
They develop those friendships and everything together.
Yes. So being calm, patience and togetherness, it can lead to a long way. Yes.
I would add to Uzma's example that you see because they kept calm, they concentrated on their goal, and they clearly, you see, said that violence is no way to victory, only calmness is the way to victory. So I support her.
Yes. So only patience and calmness is the step to victory. Yes.
And they didn't react.
Yes. They responded.
With smile.
Yes.
And the result is that they have got 3 national level leaders produced by this education. And you see, you should be proud of it. Uzma, my wife, and Miss Bhattacharya, that all of them are girls.
Yes. Thank you so much for perspectives. Thank you so much. Yes, peace, patience, togetherness, and you said about like all are girls. Okay, let's move from there. Conclusion and key takeaways. So it's absolutely the end of the session, and I just wanted to ask you from each and every person, what is the one point which you are taking from here, from this session? कोई भी एक चीज जो आप इस सेशन से अपने घर लेके जाएंगे, प्लीज शेयर करें, and any one message, any one point, anything. So everyone is free to share their point of view. We can start from here for people who are sitting in person, and we can also give a chance to people who have joined us virtually over Zoom. Yes, sir, please.
To remain patient and calm.
Patience and calmness. Okay. We can start from here, one by one.
Emotional regulation.
Any one thing which is the most close to your heart you have done from here.
I would say practicing self-compassion is emotional regulation.
Practicing self-compassion.
Is emotional regulation, because if you love yourself, you emotionally regulate yourself, because it's very detrimental to you.
Self-compassion and self-love. Okay. Khadija?
What about stress regulation?
Stress regulation. Patience and calmness. Okay. Patience and calmness. Okay.
The importance of constantly practicing your self-regulation and ensuring that walking, making the time in my day to walk, because I know that
remembering that it's important to keep doing that.
Important to keep doing, importance of practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is you, what you can do, what to control or to anger or to stress. It is you self-improvement.
Okay.
Manage.
The importance of self-management. That is you can do the change.
Monitor, modify, like that.
Monitor, modify.
Patience and आपने जैसा कि कहा कि laughter. So I think laughter is the best medicine. So hospital हमेशा.
Patience or laughter? तो हंसी सबसे best medicine है laughter.
I feel like it's very like react, so taking time to like get out of the situation and then respond effectively.
Get out of the situation and then respond. Okay.
Like when you're having a bad day, it's always like always think about like it could get worse, so like always be thankful and have gratitude.
Being thankful that saying that it's a bad day, but there will be a morning again.
Something be like worse.
Yes.
But if you're in like a bad situation, or you're having a bad day, like, just remember like it could always get worse, and just be thankful that you're in the situation now. It is get worse at all.
Things can get better.
I think surrounding yourself with people that are good influences and people that make you feel positive is really important. And removing yourself from people that might make you want to do something or make you react in a way that would, cause you to have an outburst. And yeah.
Both staying away from toxic situations, toxic people.
Practicing mindfulness and like speaking about yourself and then like respectful and like showing self-love.
Mindfulness. Yes?
Let it go.
Let it go? Okay.
Try to understand the situation, stay calm and positive.
Try to understand the situation, stay calm and positive.
Steering wheel is in your mind.
Steering wheel is making your decision.
Yeah, and cognitive change.
Cognitive.
Yes, changing the perception.
Changing the perception.
Every
Oh, you started with patience and
Patience and
tolerance.
tolerance.
Calmness.
day try to improve yourself.
Pardon?
Every day try to improve yourself.
Yes, every day trying to improve yourself. आपका भी same? Every day trying to improve yourself? Same? Repeat. Yes.
I think sometimes you have to do certain things like fake it to make it. Like sometimes you're not like something not happening according to you. You gotta fake it to make it something. So that's a situation that would do it.
Absolutely. Fake it to make it is a very important tool.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yes. If you are considering somebody as a role model, so you can't be that person to fake it till you make it. Copy that person until you make it. So, what kind of fake it to make it would you like to relate it to revolution?
It's every situation is different, right? You can't like sometimes you're pissed, you're mad or something, but you still gotta keep a smile on your face. So basically, you're faking to make it into the situation or whatever, right?
Practicing.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yes. Anything which you would like to add? Any one thing which you learned from today's session?
Just have emotional awareness.
Emotional regulation. Anyone here on Zoom would like to contribute something which you have learned from today's session? Any one thing?
Those who are filling this survey, can you please, in the last one, any other comment, if you can add the topics you want to have in this session? Anything which you think that we should present next time, in the last one, in comments you can add. Thank you.
So again,